U.S. business owners, entrepreneurs, franchisee owners, and 1099 incomers. If you had made $100,000 grand last year, you could have been saving 5 figures in taxes. The Spendthrift Trust is legal. It's in the IRS tax code 743B. If you want to learn the secret of the rich, I have a free class on the great discovery. When you go out there, you will get a presentation where I talk about how you can save 90% on federal income taxes, and in 43 states no longer pay state income taxes. When you go to the Great Discovery and look up Save U.S. Taxes, you'll get the presentation, 3 articles from Forbes magazine, 2 pages of case law so you can research this to your content, and examples of clients saving thousands of dollars. Now, I want to teach as many people as possible how they can save taxes. My personal story, I became a real estate investor in 2018 when my mom got sick, 2,000 miles from home. In 2019, with my mentor, I wholesaled 7 bank properties nationwide, paid off all my debt, and had $50,000 in my bank account. Woohoo! I was a rock star in my real estate group. COVID struck, everything shut down. April 4th, 2020, my CPA called me to congratulate me that I made so much money in 2019. My tax bracket went from 22% to 24%, and I owed the federal government $94,000 in short-term capital gains. I had $50,000. Where am I going to get an extra $24,000? Well, I took a HELOC off of paid-off house, and then I started researching the Rockefellers Spendthrift Trust. September of 2020, I started both my business trust and my beneficial trust. Today we're going to talk about the business trust. It's legal. It's in the IRS tax code 643B. Now, just think about this. What if you could be saving federal and state income taxes legally and not worry about the IRS ever auditing you? I think that's a very important point. The law firm I work on behalf of was started 78 years ago by a Harvard law professor. In 78 years, not a single trust has ever been audited. Now his grandson and great-grandson run the law firm. And if you get questioned by the IRS, they will defend you free of charge. In 78 years, only 1 trust was questioned by an IRS senior agent. He went down to Houston where the law firm is, spent 5 hours in the boardroom, and he actually approved the trust and sent an unsolicited letter. They have your back. Also, when you start the trust, you're going to have an entire team working for you to make sure, A, you get your EIN number, B, you get your letter for the bank, C, you understand the trust, and D, answer any questions, and you'll always have access to me too. What do you have to lose other than to learn the secret of the rich? It's legal. It's in the IRS tax code 643B. And if your CPA or your financial advisor says, hey, I have this memo from the IRS dated August 3rd of 2018, guess what? It's a memo. It's not tax law. The IRS cannot change the tax code. Only Congress can. This memo, just so you know about it, says they do not like the tax code 643B. They do not like the irrevocable, complex, discretionary, non-grantor spendthrift trust. Well, in my personal opinion, lima beans are the worst vegetable in the world. My mom loved them. They're too big to swallow, and you have to chew them. Ugh. Now, just to give you an idea, this comes from England way back when King Henry VIII, that famous king who chopped off his wives' heads, started the Church of England. Murder a few ladies, start a church. Why not? He goes to tax the lords and ladies of England, and they went back to the 13th century, the Magna Carta, and said, oh, no, King Henry VIII, you can't do this. It's contract law. It came to the colonies while we were still part of England. The law firm I work on behalf of inherited a trust that turned 350 years old in 2023. So we're in 2026 now, so it's 353 years old before we were a country. Our current tax structure that we are under went into effect February of 1913. It was only supposed to be around for a few years. Unfortunately, the United States got involved in World War I, and it has never gone away. So the only thing it's done since 1913 has grown and grown and grown and grown and grown. The super rich families of 1913, The Rockefellers, the DuPonts, the Carnegies, and the Kennedys made sure they could save taxes. Well, if they can save taxes, we can save taxes. Again, if you are, you will save 90%, at least 90% on your federal income taxes, and in 43 states no longer pay state income taxes. It's an amazing, amazing document. Just to give you an example of something that I've accomplished, I helped a Minnesota contractor who files married in 2024. He made $180,000. He knew he could be saving taxes. So we used his information from 2024, and for all of 2025, he would save $36,072. Well, he started in March of 2025, so he missed the first 3 months. So per month, he and his wife were going to save $3,006 per month. They have access to this money. They can put it back into his business. They can pay off their mortgage. They can buy a new car. They can take their family on a well-deserved vacation. They can give to their favorite charity, or they can save for retirement. Besides saving taxes, the other 3 ways you're going to save. You're going to save taxes year after year, generation after generation. Number 2, you're going to keep your information completely private. Every state has different laws for LLCs, S Corps, and C Corps. Anyone can go online 24/7 to either the Secretary of State of your state or the Corporation Commission of your state and research it by your name or by your LLC's name. 40% of LLCs, S Corps, and C Corps get sued every year. Yikes! 40%. I didn't know that when I started off as a real estate investor. I had 6 LLCs. Guess who shut them down right away? Talking about lawsuits, third way to save. I can't stop you from being sued, but all lawsuits become frivolous and go away, and you just send the first page of your trust to the attorney. And the 4th way you save, you leave a legacy to generations after generation after generation. The Rockefellers Spendthrift Trust is 7 generations old and has 400 people under the same EIN or employee identification number. Each separate family files a separate 1041 tax return. There's no commingling of their money, but they get to save. My little business Spendthrift Trust has my 2 brothers, my 2 sister-in-laws, and now I have 7 nieces and nephews, and God help me, I have 3 great nieces and nephews. Woo! They're all going to be part of the trust. I get to decide who I'm going to pay, how much I'm going to pay, and if they are my beneficiaries, they don't get taxed on the money that's being spent. Now, I'm not tax-free. In 2024, I did have to pay 6% federal taxes. I did not pay North Carolina state income taxes. I still pay food tax here in North Carolina. I don't know about your state, but here in North Carolina, it's 2% food tax for good food and 7% food tax for bad food. Well, I don't care. Ice cream is still considered a food group for me, so I'll pay my 7% food tax. I still pay gas tax. I still pay taxes on everything else. You'll have access to this money with for whatever bank you use with a debit card. I will also send you a free way to build up your EIN number to get business credit, and you'll be saving money year after year, generation after generation. Now, worst case scenario, your great-great-grandson decides in 2095 you were crazy. Hey, my family thinks I'm crazy. They decide they're going to cancel the trust. Your great-great-grandson will be responsible for any taxes saved in 2095. He will have to pay. But anything saved in 2026, 2027, 2030, 2035, 2040, 2060, all of that will never have to be paid back. Again, if you think this sounds too good to be true, I have a free class on the Great Discovery. It's my first name and my last name, www.sallygimmon.com. Go out there, watch it. Oh, when you go out to the Great Discovery, sign up as a free learner. Don't pay for anything, just sign up as a free learner. The class is called Save U.S. Taxes Legally. You can translate it into 165 different languages. I'm going to tell you a story about that. True story. One of my clients, they are in San Francisco. Their first language is Mandarin Chinese. Imagine me, I can't even speak Spanish well. They watch my class in Mandarin. They have 3 dry cleaning businesses in the San Francisco area. They set up a free 30-minute tax breakthrough session with me, and they were able to save $63,000 in 2025. Their son, their adult son, called me and he said, "Is this true?" I sent him a video, and he's just like, "Wow!" And I go, "Now that they made you a beneficiary, you too could be saving federal and state income taxes." So if you want to find out more, please go out to my free class on the Great Discovery. The reason I started this is because when I would send this to somebody in email, it would clog their email addresses. So my name is Stanley Gimmon. I'm the owner of both the Business Trust and the Beneficial Trust. Now, the only reason I'm talking about the Beneficial Trust, when you go to sell your business, you're going to have to pay either long-term capital gains of either 15% or 20%. Just to give you an idea, I helped a Kentucky family restaurant sell their business on December 31st for, how much was it? $3 million. And on April 15th of 2026, at 15%, they will not pay $450,000. Or if they're at 20%, they will not have to pay $600,000. This is legal. It's in the IRS tax code 643B. When I post this video, I'm going to have a way to set up a free 30-minute tax breakthrough session with me. Learn the secret of the rich and learn how they get to save taxes. Even our current president, if you remember 13 years ago when he was debating Hillary Clinton and she accused him of not paying taxes, and he said slyly, "Oh, because I'm smart?" Ha 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 ha. His father, Frank Trump, started this trust back in 1972 when Frank and Donald Trump got sued by the city of New York. Frank Trump there's a newspaper article out there saying where Frank Trump refuses to ever be sued again. Pick up the breadcrumbs and learn from the rich. Have a beautiful weekend and enjoy playoff football. Take care.